too self-absorbed for babies and too good for pizza. Jennifer Aydin's got a mouth like a machine gun, and she's taking shots at everyone. Season 11 of The Real Housewives of New Jersey kicked off with a bombshell. Teresa Giudice revealed a rumor that she heard of Jackie Goldschneider's husband having an affair. As the season unfolded, Giudice received backlash from the other ladies for spreading an untrue rumor about someone's husband. Season 12 kicked off in a similar fashion, except it was Jennifer Aydin's husband who was exposed for a past affair. And this time, the bombshell had some truth to it. As Aydin faced embarrassment, she looked to none other than Goldschneider for moral support. The two bonded over their marriages being under the microscope until things quickly went left. Aydin was forced to fess up that last season. She attempted to dig up dirt about Goldschneider's husband and his alleged affair. Goldschneider not only felt betrayed, but called out Aydin for being hypocritical. The other housewives and viewers also saw Aydin as hypocritical for crying about her own husband's dirt being exposed when she tried to do the same to Goldschneider's husband. To Aydin's credit, she did own up to her messy actions, though it still left a rift between her and the other housewives.
The fact that she would go after our livelihood and say the word crooks, like, you.
Jennifer Aydin's outspokenness rubbed a couple of the housewives the wrong way, especially Melissa Gorga, and things got even messier in season 11. After the camera stopped rolling, the two took to social media to air each other out in fiery posts. While teasing the season 11 reunion, the two took swipes at each other on Instagram. In one lengthy caption, Gorga made it clear she was talking about Aydin without name-dropping her, writing in part, "I've been on the show a long time, and I know fake and conniving when I see it. When you don't come for someone at all, and they are constantly trying to put you down, that's a huge red flag." Aydin clapped back in a post that directly addressed the Gorgas in all but name, writing in part, "I guess people envy what they don't have. I share real and authentic stories, not fake made-up ones. You can take your sloppy comments and run with it all you want. Hold on to it for dear life. You got nothing else." And in a since-deleted post, she took aim at Gorga's boutique, posting an article that claimed Gorga sold fake Chanel bags. Gorga responded, and Aydin replied by taking a swipe at the whole family, a thread she continued at the reunion.
"My husband's a plumber. You think we don't know Joe Gorga doesn't pay people?"
Aydin claimed to have heard this from Margaret Josephs, though Josephs denied ever saying that. Was this a messy game of telephone, or was Aydin lying? We'll never know.
Jennifer basically slut-shames Margaret all day long.
Slut-shames.
One emotional moment on The Real Housewives of New Jersey involved Margaret Josephs opening up about experiencing sexual harassment at work when she was just 20 years old. While writing her memoir, Caviar Dreams, Tuna Fish Budget, How to Survive in Business and Life, Josephs shared the story of her experience with the other ladies.
I was in the garment center in the 80s. You know, everybody was sleeping together, sleeping with your boss. Yeah, you felt very pressured.
The housewives met her with praise and even bonded about experiencing similar issues. Not one to bite her tongue, however, Jennifer Aydin challenged her. Aydin questioned how Josephs had previously retold the story as a joke and said it sounded like Josephs willingly slept with her boss to get ahead.
"I didn't understand that she felt powerless. I just thought she was this young girl living it up."
Aydin said in her confessional. Aydin offered up an apology, and the two seemed to make amends, though not for long. Later in the season, the two clashed again when Josephs called Aydin a sloppy drunk, and Aydin soon decided to strike back.
"You've told us sloppy moments that you've had. You slept with your boss."
Josephs felt betrayed by her comments. When the episode aired, Josephs took to Twitter and revealed how hurtful Aydin's comments were, tweeting, "Victim shaming is an all-time low. I shared a vulnerable moment that was very painful. If you or anyone you know has been a victim of sexual assault, help is available. Visit the Rape, Abuse, and Incest National Network website or contact RAIN's National Helpline at 1-800-656-HOPE. That's 1-800-656-4673. The Melissa Gorga and Jennifer Aydin feud is one that seemingly never dies down in the Housewives universe. Since Aydin's debut on the show, Gorga has accused her of flaunting her money and bragging about her marriage. During the reunion for season 10, things between the two only got worse when Gorga disclosed that she and her husband might want to have another baby via IVF. Aydin scoffed at the revelation and accused Gorga of simply lying for a storyline. She even accused Gorga of being too self-absorbed to get pregnant.
"She's not gonna have a baby. She's way too self-absorbed."
Andy Cohen and the other housewives seemed stunned by Aydin's comments.
Jennifer, did you just say I'm too self-absorbed?
She did. That's exactly what she said.
Gorga took offense and even asked how she came to that bizarre conclusion. Aydin explained that Gorga simply takes too many selfies and is too career-obsessed to have another child.
And I feel like you're making a mockery of people who are really going through it and people who really do in
Wait,
vitro.
a mockery of what?
Wow.
Her comments didn't go over too well, however, and Jackie Goldschneider ended the segment by telling Aydin,
You set women back a long way because working women have babies all the time. And maybe another person, yes, but in this situation, knowing her, I call bullshit.
In season 10, Jackie Goldschneider threw a birthday party for her son and invited the housewives to the bash. One person on the guest list was Jennifer Aydin, who apparently didn't mind being the party pooper. Aydin told the other housewives that she felt underwhelmed by the party and compared it to her own lavish events. Aydin told Margaret Josephs,
You know, like her kid's birthday party, she had just pizza. After knowing everything that she has, she just seems a little stingy.
As usual in the housewives world, the comment made its way back to Goldschneider, who confronted her at lunch. Aydin doubled down on her comments and even mocked the goodie bag she handed out. Aydin then accused Goldschneider of not wanting to spend money on her kids and only herself.
I spend it when I want to spend it.
So you spend it on yourself and not your kids'
honey,
party?
I don't.
Goldschneider tried to explain that she doesn't spend money to impress others and told Aydin she's no longer welcome at her parties. In an attempt to defend Goldschneider, Melissa Gorga chimed in and told the ladies that with her smart spending, her kids will be set up for life. As Gorga's nemesis, Aydin felt slighted by those comments.
Why don't you shut the Are you saying my kids are not going to be successful in 30 years?
Gorga in return called her a bitch and seemed to tune out Aydin, but that only irritated her more and caused her to throw cutlery in her direction. As a star of one Housewives franchise, it's no surprise that Jennifer Aydin thinks The Real Housewives of New Jersey is worth watching the most. In a 2021 interview with Hollywood Life, Aydin teased viewers ahead of the premiere of season 11 and promised an entertaining and drama-filled show. In the interview, she threw some slight shade at another popular Bravo franchise that's filled with feuding housewives, The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. When asked about the New Jersey drama and some of the upcoming episodes, Aydin praised the show for having multiple storylines to keep fans entertained. She also shaded the latest season of The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, which centered solely around Erica Jane's legal trouble, by saying, "There's a lot of conflict this season between all of us. We're not going to have a Beverly Hills thing where we're going to talk about it until the end of time, no." On The Real Housewives of New Jersey, one of Jennifer Aydin's storylines included her parents' marriage hitting a rough patch. In one of the most authentic scenes, Aydin's mother revealed that she felt neglected and emotionally abused by her husband. Aydin initially took her father's side in the dispute, but after speaking to a psychic, she came to the realization that her mother's feelings were valid. In an emotional scene, Aydin's mother revealed that she was never happy in her 48-year-long marriage, though her husband argued against her claims. Throughout season 11, the breakdown of their marriage played out as Aydin struggled to mediate between the two. After the season aired, Aydin talked to Page 6 about her relationship with her mother after she let her father move in with her. "We're not on speaking terms. The fighting between her and my dad was getting a little bit hostile, and I had to intervene, and she targeted me now as being his protector." In an Instagram caption for the season 11 reunion, Melissa Gorga accused Aydin of throwing her mother under the bus and exploiting their family drama for screen time.
I kind of get why your mother's annoyed with you and not speaking to you, though, because you really do throw that woman under the bus.
In May 2021, Aydin announced on Instagram that she and her mother have made up, and Aydin wrote she apologized for hurting her mother in the past. Even though Jennifer Aydin feels the love from fans, she's not exactly feeling the love from the mastermind of the Housewives franchise, Andy Cohen. In Twitter exchanges with fans, Aydin has hinted that she's unhappy with her edit on the show and pointed out that there might be some favoritism going on behind the scenes. When a fan called out Bravo's editing in favor of Melissa Gorga, Aydin replied, "Finally, someone noticed. Thank you." Aydin even retweeted another fan who called out the choppy editing. "We all noticed it. It's horrible how much the editing is in Marge and Melissa's favor. But trust us, we know." After an awkward exchange with Andy Cohen on Watch What Happens Live, more fans pointed out that Cohen seemed to not like Aydin too much. One fan tweeted Aydin and claimed Cohen was being condescending AF to her. Aydin replied in agreement with the fan, "I guess he has his favorites, and it's definitely not me, obviously. Hashtag can't win 'em all." Cohen may not like her, but with her endless shady antics, Jennifer Aydin is definitely television gold.